aren't a lot of stories that tell the past of Namibia. We like to just sweep it under the carpet and go like, you know what, apartheid never happened, racism does not exist, let's just move on kind of thing.
This movie takes a good middle path between being risque so that conversations start, but not being too uncomfortable to not be digestible.
This love story, in this story, is set in apartheid, but we need to learn from that past so that we do not repeat the same mistakes in the future.
It isn't just this narrative of the vilification of one side versus the other side. Like, there's a lot of trauma.
Jy is verblind deur daardie kaffer met haar vuil en walglike liggaam. En wat is dit met die mans in hierdie familie en kaffers?
A lot of times you hear this stuff, you hear, racism, you hear apartheid, you hear this is what people went through, your grandparents, your parents, and it's like, okay, cool, it had happened. But then having to do this, the reality sinks in.
There is a lot of the narratives that are still at play socially in Namibia and in South Africa regarding all of this sort of interaction between cultures, between races and so on.
You don't see that more overt racism, but you see that subtle thing, and also behind closed doors a lot is said.
Eers sit ons patetiese ma wat ons arme pa toegelaat het om die mekaar te raak met hierdie gemors en nou is dit jy.
Annemarie's Afrikaans, she comes from an Afrikaans household with Afrikaans culture and Afrikaans traditions, and we've got that in common. So I always try to find at least like one thing that I can relate to in my character, and her, for example, her importance that she places on family, I share that with her.
Sylvia challenges me emotionally, physically, mentally.
As Namibian people, we would like to think that we are over some of the past things of the past that has happened, and yes, we have moved on in certain aspects.
We need to take a different approach to how we view this whole black and white thing.
Sylvia, ora tok matindi kona. Kana wako karambu vili. Mayu kuna manu patwali.
If love means all of those things, then yes, I think love is a very powerful thing that we must all strive for.